Kondapur AMB cinemas lo Mahesh Babu మైనపు విగ్రహం ఆవిష్కరణ కార్యక్రమం జరుగుతోంది. ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారం ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
IFA Interactive
Cruise to the stars in the spirit of Singapore boat ride at Madame Tussauds on Sentosa. Relive the glamour of the IFA Awards exclusively at Madame Tussauds, Singapore. Take the spotlight with your best dance moves and join the stars in this exciting new zone. Visit Madame Tussauds, Singapore at Sentosa today. Cruise to the stars in the spirit of Singapore boat ride at Madame Tussauds on Sentosa. Relive the glamour of the IFA Awards exclusively at Madame Tussauds, Singapore. Take the spotlight with your best dance moves and join the stars in this exciting new zone. Visit Madame Tussauds, Singapore at Sentosa today.
Okay, so Mahesh is the latest of one of many celebrities we bring to Madame Tussauds based on what you, the fans, want. The fans have also asked us to bring in a brand new zone launching next week called our Ultimate Film Experience. Here you can audition to be a leading star alongside celebrities like Mahesh Babu and potentially rise to fame yourself. We do hope one day you can make a trip to Singapore and we'll see you there along with Mahesh's figure.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much. It's really amazing for all the Telugites to know that Mahesh's wax figure will be soon in Singapore, Madame Tussauds. Thank you so much for this wonderful honor on behalf of all of us. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yes, సింగపూర్ Madame Tussauds లో మహేష్ వ్యాక్స్ ఫిగర్ ఎక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేస్తారనేది ఇప్పుడు దాకా మనం వీడియోలో చూసాం. అండ్ మూవింగ్ ఆన్, బిసైడ్స్ ద వ్యాక్స్ ఫిగర్, వీఆర్ ఆల్సో ఆనర్డ్ దట్ Madame Tussauds Singapore has bought their important partner, Singapore Tourism Board, with us too. Thank you for coming and for joining us in this event. So now let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Kong, Area Director of STB. Can we have you on the stage, please?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Alex and the Madame Tussauds team. Good morning, Mahesh and his family and members of the media. Once again, thank you so much for coming for this particular event itself.
Kondapur AMB cinemas lo Mahesh Babu మైనపు విగ్రహ ఆవిష్కరణ కార్యక్రమం ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారం ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
All kinds of feelings, but can't wait to meet him.
Definitely. I have to warn you, it is a bit weird. It is a bit weird. So, as I mentioned earlier, the figure will go back to Singapore and be placed in our IFA zone alongside other legends of Indian cinema. How do you feel about being placed in a zone with so many other superstars?
I've heard so much about Madame Tussauds Singapore. I mean, it's a world-renowned attraction, really. And for me, it's an honor to joining so many legends of Indian cinema. And can't wait to go there with my family and visit the place. Really excited.
You'll be keeping good company for sure. So, when you were first approached by Madame Tussauds and asked if you would like a figure of yourself as the first ever South Indian to join Madame Tussauds Singapore, how did you feel about that?
Really excited. I mean, that would be an understatement. I was really happy that day. And it kind of gives you a sense of achievement, if I can say that, and really honored.
Yeah, it's quite a milestone, I must say. So, you're the only one here who's been through the sitting process. I mentioned earlier they take over 200 measurements of you. Can you tell us all a little bit about how that process was for you?
It was an incredible process. You know, I could never forget that. First of all, I would like to thank the entire sculpture team, especially Ivan Rees and Ben Turner. Their attention to detail was meticulous, and it was something which I never experienced. And yeah, it was a little too long, but it was, some of the things were really funny because they got a box which had a lot of eyes in them. And they placed one of the eye in my palm and they said, just catch it next to your head. I mean, the attention to detail was amazing. my hair color, the way my eyes were looking, the texture of my skin, nails, and it was really amazing. Like, so 3 months ago, they sent an image, I think to my wife on her phone. It was still work in progress, and I saw and I freaked out. And I showed it to a couple of my friends, and they couldn't believe it. They thought it was something.
Photo of you.
Yeah, they thought it was something from my photo shoot. You know, they didn't think it was a wax figure. So it was amazing. Just a big thanks to all of them, the sculpture team.
Absolutely. Well, you've said that, you've just told us all the work that went into it. I think everyone is ready to see what the final product, what the final figure looks like. Are you ready to see it?
Waiting.
Are we ready to see the figure? Okay. So on the count of 5, we will unveil the Mahesh Babu figure. Drum roll, please. Oh, bring him up. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's freaking me out right now, but
How does it feel to be looking at yourself?
That's what I said. It's freaking me out a little bit.
It's a bit scary,
But
right?
it looks really. It looks real. It can't get more real than this.
Yeah. Do you want to? So how does the hair look? Every strand of the hair was individually placed by our team, one by one. Does it look real?
Hats off to them. Seriously, it's amazing.
Definitely. Well, come in. Let's grab a photo. See if we can tell which is the real one. Same. What's that? Yeah, sure.
సో ప్లీజ్ దయచేసి ఫోటోగ్రఫర్స్ అందరూ కూడా అండి ప్లీజ్ కొంచెం వెనక్కి వెళ్ళవలసిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ప్లీజ్ అందరూ కూడా కొంచెం వెనక్కి వెళ్ళాలండి.
Okay. Namrata, I have a question. How does it feel to be looking at two Maheshes?
I think I have 2 husbands now. It's incredible, absolutely. So real.
Really tricky. Okay, I have a tricky question for you. So, of the 2 Maheshes that are standing in front of you, who's the more handsome?
The real one, but I think today it's a tie.